To this tutorial on making your greeting card. The first thing we need to do is download our template from the Edsby. So that'll go into your downloads folder and then open it up in Illustrator. So I'll just go to downloads. Here it is. Open that up. Now on the left here, this is the inside of the card. So that's where you can put your message for whoever it's for. So if it's pink like this, it just means that you don't have that particular font. And then the front here is where you want to make your cover, the front of your card. Okay, so you may have text, you may have an image. Now I've actually chosen some graphics to go on the cover. So I just did this tank image here. So just remember, anything that you want to have foil has to be black, pure black. So that looks pretty good. Just make sure it's centered on there. If you want to, you can drag out some guidelines just to help you see the edges of the card. So I'm just going to bump these over a little bit. Okay, so now we're ready to export. So what you do is you go to File, Export, Export As, and we want to click on Use Artboards and give it a title. So I'm going to call this Tank Card Final. And make sure you make a note of where you're saving to. I'm going to put it in Documents. Make sure you click on that Use Artboards button. Make sure it's 300 pixels per inch and white background. Okay. So now we want to go into wherever we saved it to and select both of the PNGs and open them up together in Preview. Okay, so we have this 2-page document. Now our settings, they're in your handout. There's a few things. So first thing I want to do is click on print and make sure it is letter sized. Okay, and make sure your scale is 100%. Okay. Now you gotta make sure you're using short edge binding. So on this particular version of the OS, it's here under double-sided. We want to have on short edge. For your other older computers, short edge is under layout, I believe. And then we want to make sure we go down and select the bypass tray. So here I go down to paper feed and select bypass tray. Click OK. Then just make sure that you have the appropriate color paper in the bypass tray. And once I click print, it's going to process and then it'll start beeping. You got to go click continue on the printer. After that, you can trim down the card, put your foil on there, and run it through the laminator.